Unites Kyungmun named Jimin as his role model in a recent interview. In the interview he said, "I think his performance on stage is good, and he touched my heart not only because of his stage and skills, but also because of his attitude and love towards his fans." Filipino-American singer and actor Kyle A. Shari performed Like Crazy on the Philippines' longest-running music variety show Rising Star. Like Crazy by Jimin, truly a global hit song and transcends languages song, Jimin is truly Korea's best role model and best idol in world. At the Don Quixote discount store in Shinjuku, Crunchy Crunch Chocolate, Japan, where people are waiting in long lines to buy Crunchy Crunch chocolate, and the Crunchy Crunch chocolate was restocked for the last time to be sold. The Jimin-themed bar is so popular in Japan that it's kept behind the counter and rationed to one per person. According to the employee, Jimin's Crunchy Crunch chocolates were stored separately and only one was sold per person. The Busan government had a whole meeting to discuss about how to handle the Jimin's birthday events for next year. According to KNN News, the Busan government is launching an official task force to manage security during large events and crowd gatherings, such as Jimin's birthday, starting next year. The task force helps to manage Jimin's birthday celebration safety. Busan attracts many visitors year after year during Jimin's birthday. Jimin is actually the king and president of Korea because of what it is. Imagine Jimin's birthday is so big, like a festival, and he needs outside help to control the city because of the birthday. It's so funny how many K-pop idols are from Busan, and the most famous people celebrate their birthdays between September and October, but only for Jimin the Busan government does these things. Jimin is the representation of Busan. South Korea is close to announcing Jimin Day as a national holiday. And latest news. Melon has announced the top 10 winners of the MMA, My Favorite, plaque event, and Jimin won, King of K-pop Awards. Jimin is the only solo artist in history to receive this award. Jimin has been the king of K-pop in 2016, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now 2023 too. Jimin has been nominated at the Billboard Music Awards 2023, with 4 nominations. Jimin is the second most nominated K-soloist in history at the BBMAs, behind PSY, number 1, top-selling song, Like Crazy, number 2, top global K-pop artist, number 3, top global K-pop song, Like Crazy, number 4, top K-pop album, Face. Jimin now joins BTS in becoming the second Asian act to receive a nomination in the top-selling song category at the BBMAs and the first and only solo artist to achieve this. Jimin is now the most nominated K-pop male at the BBMAs and the most nominated artist at the MAMAs. After hearing that Jimin was nominated in 4 categories, Jimin's fans started trending him worldwide on Twitter X. Congratulations Jimin, and Like Crazy is trending number 4 and number 5 worldwide as fans celebrating Jimin's multiple nominations at the hashtag BBMAs. Jimin also trending worldwide, number 15 Jimin, Face, number 21 OMG Jimin. Jimin's solo era revealed many things this year. In this era they were trying to pull Jimin down using the previous OT7 spell. Hearing about Jimin being nominated in more categories, some of his fans expressed happiness and many fans made fun of it, calling it the joke of the year. The thing is, when JK got a VMA nomination, every major OT7 celebrated and even posted congratulations. Only a few people were talking about Jimin being snubbed, and only briefly. But when Jimin got the most BBMA nominations, they all just shared angry posts about the Billboard being unfair with JK. Look at the timestamp, when they made this post: April versus July. When BTS solo debut started, this so-called OT7 army became completely anti, and are still calling themselves OT7. Are they really an army? If you want to become a single or a Keej, create your own single name instead of continuing to identify with fake OT7. Army OT7 and OT6 are all lies. These antis are only for one member. They also didn't even support other BTS members. And they're calling themselves OT7. Who is to be blamed for this? That company who creates this favoritism, distance between each member's inconsistency of behavior. Honestly, the company treatment is a big factor on this. Those heavily biased fans would start to feel the superiority to other members. Is clearly that Hybe needs Jimin. Just today they gained $10.245.46 thanks to him, but instead of investing it on him and supporting him they decide to sponsors payola. That's actually nepotism. No payola, no TTH, no radio, no playlisting, no CD restocks, no CD restocks for 29 remixes, minimal support from company just for Jimin to become the first and only K-soloist to have 4 Billboard nomination. Jimin single-handedly wiped out the entire group. Jimin is successful, and because of his influence, he has this factor: Jimin will never flop. That's why people hate Jimin. In fact, they see him as a threat to their favorite people. I laugh at people who point fingers at Jimin's abilities. Don't forget that your post goes viral as soon as you mention Jimin. Jimin karma is real. If you people like the news of this channel, then please click the thanks button and give us a small amount of thanks. Your small thanks amount makes us very happy.